Your Humanities Half Hour is brought to you by the Northern Marianas Humanities Council.
Welcome to Your Humanities Half Hour. I'm Catherine Harris, and today we're revisiting a very popular program here in the CNMI that we haven't talked about for a while, and we would like to bring it to your attention once again. It's a program of the Northern Marianas Humanities Council, and it's on related to one of my favorite hobbies, which is reading. And of course, the program is Motheread Fatheread. And joining us today are the CNMI Motheread Fatheread Coordinator, Viola Deleon Guerrero, and also the Assistant to the Coordinator, Beth Demapan. Viola, Beth, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Kat.
Thank you, Kat.
So nice to have you here. It's been a couple years since we've spoken, but you guys have been very busy during that time. Tell us a little bit more about what is Motheread Fatheread.
Motheread Fatheread Family Literacy Program is a nationally acclaimed, community-based program administered by the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. Parents and children learn to use the power of children's literature to improve their own reading skills, to explore challenging family issues, and to foster empowerment in their daily lives. The Motheread Fatheread program provides opportunities for parents, regardless of their educational background or previous experience, to be reading role models for their children by developing their children's reading, critical thinking, and problem-solving skills. The Motheread Fatheread program, Kat, targets families with parents, but is open to any adult, siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, who will share first-hand literary experience with children in their family or community. While parents attend the adult course, the children ages 4 to 11 are invited to participate in a story exploring classes. All courses are taught in English. All Motheread Fatheread books are written in English with some translation in Chamorro and Carolinian.
Wow.
And I think that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're really hoping that, maybe more translation in the other ethnic groups that we have on the island is something that would be forthcoming.
Wow.
That is one of our hopes for the program. But we do have a lot of our current books now that are also with the Spanish translation.
Oh, okay.
So venues are held in our local libraries, the Jolton Kids Public Library, as well as the Road and Tinian Public Libraries.
Okay.
The youth centers, Head Start centers, even at the juvenile detention and correction facilities.
Oh, okay.
Our program has and is, visiting that part of our population. And businesses as well as private homes.
Well, even businesses.
Yes.
So businesses open their doors to this program for their employees, obviously.
Right.
Wow, that's really wonderful.
So we actually really serve, Saipan, Rhoda, as well as Tinian. And that's what really Motheread Fatheread program is all about.
I like that you mentioned that you don't actually have to be the mother or the father of the child to participate in this, because there are, especially I would say in our close families, there are other people who would be interested in reading to the child. And so it's really nice that you open it up to those other individuals.
Yes.
So share with us, for those that are not aware, how the program works. How do you get this parent reading thing to their child going? Do you just come in and teach them how to read, or what's the format of the program?
Okay. I'd like to share a little bit about that then, Kat. We have a certified volunteer, a Motheread Fatheread parent trainer, who will work with a group of 6 to 10 parents or adults for 1 hour per class. They meet once or twice a week, depending on the group's schedule. During the classes, they will discuss literacy, language, reading, and parenting issues as they read together a book from the Motheread Fatheread curriculum. All the books in our curriculum are based on one of 5 child and family development themes. They include sharing and cooperating, understanding what families value, expressing needs and feelings, establishing independence, and self-possibilities.
Wow.
Then after each class, Kat, the parents are given a week loan, a copy of the storybook covered in our class, to take home and borrow. The parents bring the storybook and a copy of the Motheread Fatheread story extender home. They are tasked to read to and with, discuss, and do the suggested activities with their children. Each parent who attends at least 6 out of the 8 classes in a course will receive a certificate of completion, a Motheread Fatheread t-shirt, a book bag, and 3 storybooks for their children. The parents are also given a set of the Eagle books upon availability. Now, what are the Eagle books? Well, the Eagle books are a series of 4 books that are used by our program to promote literacy and a healthy lifestyle intended to prevent diabetes.
Oh, okay.
Moreover, My Motheread Fatheread has also included a financial literacy component into our curriculum in partnership with the Bank of Hawaii. This community partnership assists families regarding financial literacy.
You know, I didn't even realize that you actually have themes that you focus on trying to educate the children and their parents. It's not just maybe just some normal values that you would think about or having an entertaining story, but there's an overarching goal that you're trying to impart. What types of people do you usually see coming to this program?
Every year, the diversity is larger. So we do have a lot of our Filipino families, a lot more of our Chinese families are coming in, as well as the other Asian community. We still do have our locals, our Chamorros and Carolinian families come in, but not as greater in number compared to the other groups.
I had a friend who spoke some English, and she had 2 young children, and I was invited her to come. She was a little bit hesitant because her English was not very good, and she wasn't really prepared to talk in front of a group or anything like that. But you know what? She went to one, and she really enjoyed it. And you guys made her feel, the facilitator made her feel very welcomed, and she really benefited from it a lot. And you mentioned about the enrichment program that goes on for the kids while the parents are in the class. And I know that her daughter had a really good time also building, coloring and making a little Dr. Seuss hat, because that's what that week's story was about, was Dr. Seuss Cat in the Hat. So you are very welcoming to all parents from all backgrounds, and I'm sure that makes it a more welcoming experience for everybody who comes.
I like to think so. And I think a lot of our trainers are really well versed in just making our parents comfortable. And that's what we tell our trainers, that, you know, the first session is very important. You want to make sure that the parents are welcome and that they feel comfortable to be with you. And that is why, Kat, you know, when parents come together in these groups, one of the most important things that we share with them is that whatever happens in the group, confidentiality is very, very important. And that's how we build trust with our parents. That's how they come out and share their issues and concerns. And then other parents, you know, follow suit. And just in that setting, they were able to walk away with some ideas as to how to better handle whatever they're going through.
What are some of the benefits aside from that parents and children receive? I mean, is it just teaching the parent how to read a story to their child, or is it more to it than that?
You know, I think one of the really, really important part is that, you know, when we help our parents read through these books, practice in class the read aloud techniques, and help them just so that they make reading fun for their children, they come back to us feeling, you know, more confident, feeling that they have been making a difference with the relationships that they have with their children. The bonding is strengthened. And that one-on-one communication is very, very important for them. And it's reading aloud to the children that really builds that.
Yeah, and there are other benefits also, not only what Ms. Vile had just previously mentioned, but a couple of them include helps parents become reading role models for their kids, helps parents value and establish reading as a family activity. The Motheread Fatheread program enhances parents' own reading skills. It improves children's academic skills where it comes to listening, reading, writing, comprehension, and critical thinking. The Motheread Fatheread program also increases children's interest in asking questions. It creates an early positive experience with books for our children. And again, just to touch base with what Ms. Viola had previously mentioned, it strengthens these family bonds by opening communication and just having stronger relationships from parent to child, or just families, just strengthening families at the heart, the core together.
So let me ask you, Beth, how did you come to be involved in Motheread Fatheread?
Well, that was more than 6 years. It was about 6 years ago. I started out as a volunteer, and I was recruited from Miss Vio here after visiting the library many times, and I guess she saw that I was an active, reader as well, lover of books, and I would always, mention that I love volunteering and I like giving back to my community, and then from then on, just assisting with the program until I was recruited to become a parent trainer, and that was in 2010, and then on 2013, I was hired as a full-time part of the Motheread Fatheread office team. So yes, it started off with the love of books and being in the right place at the right time, the Jolton Kizu Public Library. And
that's where your office is?
Yes.
Yes. Well, one of the things that's really nice about this is you make it so accessible to the parents, as you mentioned, Tinina and Rhoda, but you are all over the villages. Oftentimes within walking distance of where anybody lives, as long as they are available when it's scheduled for that village. Tell us a little bit about how people can find out what the schedule is and how to enroll. Are there any requirements or?
How to enroll? Okay, let me just start by please contact us. You can contact us directly at our CNMI Motheread Fatheread office. Again, it's at the heart of your friendly Jolton Kizu Public Library. You can reach us at the following phone numbers. If you guys are ready, it's 235-7319. Again, 235-7319. That's our office line. Or by cell phone, you can reach either Miss Vile or myself at 989-8542 or 783-7678. We'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions if you reach us through those numbers. Or you can email us at cnmimotheread@gmail.com. Again, it's cnmimotheread. It's Motheread. There's only one R in the word Motheread @gmail.com. You can visit also and like our Facebook page.
That's going to be popular.
Yes, at CNMI Motheread. Or even visit us at our website. We have a Google Sites website, and it's a pretty long one, but it's https://sites.google.com/site/CNMI Motheread eRead. We also have an Instagram account, so you can also visit us there at CNMI Motheread. So please contact us if you want to join our ongoing classes. We currently have posted up flyers celebrating a Carnival of Literacy for the year 2017. It is posted in our elementary schools, at the Jolton Kizu Public Library, and in some of our local stores here on island. We post our schedules also online at our Facebook page, CNMI Motheread, and on our website. Our Facebook is updated daily, so stay tuned on our Facebook page. And now our schedule. Currently, the CNMI Motheread Fatheread Family Literacy Program is offering the following class schedule for the CNMI Public Schools to jumpstart the new year 2017. First of all, we have at Cagman Elementary School. It's going to be in the Cagman Elementary School library. For our Cagman community people, it's going to start January 18. That's a Wednesday from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. The Kangman community, those members are all invited to attend this free Motheread Fatheread Carnival of Literacy at the Kangman Elementary School Library Wednesday, January 18, 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Then for those in the community, San Vicente community, we have a class at the San Vicente Elementary School cafeteria. It's an ongoing session. It's occurring every Wednesday all the way until February 22nd. It's from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. again at the San Vicente Elementary School cafeteria. We have another session going on at the William S. Regis Elementary School. It goes on every Tuesday evenings at 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. and we meet in rooms C5 and C6 of the William S. Regis Elementary School. For those of you living in Chalankanoa or Susupi, please come and attend for free. Again, Tuesdays. And then also on Tuesdays, we have an ongoing class for our Coblerville community. Please join us at the Coblerville Elementary School Library every Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Coblerville Elementary School Library. And that's all the way until February 28. Every Tuesday, we meet at the library. And finally, we have all the way in for our Tinapeg and our Sunroki families. We're going to start classes at the Gregorio T. Camacho Elementary School, the GTC Elementary School, this February 2nd. And that's every Thursday from 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. all the way until March 23rd. Meanwhile, the other schools, such as Garapan Elementary School and the Oliai Elementary School, our schedule will be forthcoming for them in February. So that's our schedule lineup for our PSS elementary schools over in Saipan. And we also have the Joten Kizu Public Library every Saturday. It's going to start January 21st. From 2:30 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. every Saturday at the Joten Kizu Public Library. So it's free. Again, this program is free and it's open to the community to please join and attend. And you can just contact us or give us a call, visit our website, or just like us on Facebook and let us know which location is best suitable for you. And we'll hook you up with the class.
I think it would be virtually impossible for somebody not to find a way to contact you with all of the possibilities you have. Facebook, Instagram, web page, phone numbers, email. Just Google them and you will definitely find CNMI Motheread Fatheread. Well, we're speaking today with Viola Deleon Guerrero, the CNMI Motheread Fatheread Coordinator, and Beth Demapan, the Assistant to the Coordinator, and we'll be back with an exciting part of the show. We're actually going to read a book together after the break.
Half a day, this is Eulalia Villagomez of the Northern Marianas Humanities Council. Did you know that you can donate up to $5,000 to the Humanities Council through the CNMI Education Tax Credit Program? Donations from individuals and corporations qualify and can be used to offset your local wage and salary tax, BGRT, and earnings tax. Call our office at 235-4785 to see how you can support humanities programs in our community and obtain a tax credit for your donation. Thank you, and Jesus Masi.
Welcome back to your Humanities Half Hour. We're speaking with the program CNMI Motheread Fatheread today. And at this time, Viola, let's get down to the fun part. I asked you to bring a book and give us an idea of how the training goes. I'm very excited just to sit back and listen to you and Beth.
Okay, Kat, this is one of the favorite books, I think, that many of our parent participants have mentioned that they really enjoyed, as well as our trainers. This is one book that has always been in demand, as to who's going to check it out first. So we'd really love to share it with the community. Okay, so this is Love You Forever, and it's written by Robert Munch, illustrated by Sheila McGraw. It's a book about a mother who makes up this loving song for her newborn, and it's really quite interesting how as the child grows and becomes a man, the role of this newborn is reversed. So let's enjoy it.
As we turn the page, we see a special dedication. It says, "To Anne Munch and Andrew, Julie, Taya, Sam, and Gilly Munch. And to my mom and dad, Thomas John Munch, 1912 to 2005, and Margaret McKeon Munch, 1914 to 2006.
A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, I love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.
The baby grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old, and he ran all around the house. He pulled all the books off the shelves. He pulled all the food out of the refrigerator, and he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, "This kid is driving me crazy."
But at night time, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, looked up over the side of his bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.
The little boy grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 9 years old. And he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath. And when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo.
But at night time, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that 9-year-old boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.
The boy grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. He had strange friends and he wore strange clothes and he listened to strange music. Sometimes his mother felt like she was in a zoo.
But at night time, when that teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of his bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that great big boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.
That teenager grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and got a house across town.
But sometimes, on dark nights, the mother got into her car and drove across town.
If all the lights in her son's house were out, she opened his bedroom window, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of his bed. If that great big man was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.
Well, that mother, she got older. She got older and older and older. One day, she called up her son and said, "You better come see me because I'm very old and sick." So her son came to see her. When he came in the door, she tried to sing the song. She sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always." But she couldn't finish because she was too old and sick.
The son went to his mother. He picked her up and rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he sang this song. I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be.
When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs.
Then he went into the room where his very new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms and very slowly rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while he rocked her, he sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.
That's a wonderful story. I can see why a lot of parents say that they like it. And I think that's probably something every mother wants. She wants to love their child until they're adults, beyond when they're adults, and they want the love in return. Thank you so much for your time today. Any final thoughts or anything else you'd like to share before we go?
Okay, Kat, thank you so much as well. We would like to take time to thank our partners for their assistance in making our program a continued success in the Sinamay. Thank you to our Sinamay public school system for providing us the venue to host our classes. Our classes are held in the evenings mainly, so therefore volunteer teachers and staff who stay and assist in opening and closing the facility. The Sinamay Public School System Administration for continuing to promote literacy and encouraging their children, their students, to sign up for our free classes. We thank you.
We'd also like to give special thanks out to the Jolton Kizu Public Library for their continued support and strong partnership in not only hosting our classes at the Sinamay State Library, but also in the Rhoda Public Library and the Tinian Public Library. Because of this unique partnership, we are also able to keep our main office in their facility. We continue to encourage and promote a strong public library in our community, host various sponsored programs that encourage lifelong learners in Sinamay.
And finally, thank you, Zensidzos Maasi, to the Northern Marianas Humanities Council for administering the Sinamay Motheread Fatheread Family Literacy Program. Because without their continued funding and support, our program will cease to exist. Biba!
Viva Marianas!
Biba Motheread
Yes.
Fatheread Program.
And Biba to you, Viola, for receiving the Governor's Humanities Award last year for all your work with Motheread Fatheread. Thank you both so much for being with us today.
It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Kat.
Our guests again today have been Sinamay Motheread Fatheread Coordinator Viola Deleon Guerrero and also Assistant to the Sinamay Motheread Father Coordinator Beth Demapan. This has been your Humanities Half Hour. I'm Catherine Harris.
This program was supported by a We the People grant awarded to the Northern Marianas Humanities Council from the National Endowment for the Humanities. Any views, findings, conclusions, or recommendations expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily represent those of the National Endowment for the Humanities or the Northern Marianas Humanities Council.